The Big Show on Hauraki. Cheers, Tui, for bringing back the laughs in a world gone mad. Yeah, right.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Tuesday afternoon, the 22nd of October 2024. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Tui.
Get it in ya.
Yeah, right!
Tui.
Actually, a little bit later on in the show, we've got a great opportunity for all the listeners out there. So if you've got any ideas for TUI billboards, file them through now on on 3483 because we'll shove them up the flagpole and see what happens.
Shove them up the chute.
And if you do that, you could score yourself a TUI prize pack. If you text in or call in for anything, you go in the draw for a TUI prize pack. So do
Can I
it.
just say one of those prize packs has actually got the brewery at Mangatanoka in it. It's actually in there,
Yeah.
With one of them.
Holy
So
moly.
you've got to be in to win. Let me just put it that way.
It's
a
like
big box.
the golden ticket one, isn't
It's
it?
very much like the golden ticket, Pug son.
I tell you what, actually, fellas, I stole a bit of merch from TUI there that was on the desk out there. They're my favourite T-shirts
Jase,
now.
that's for
right.
prizes.
They fit me like an absolute bloody glove,
Yeah,
mate.
how
You
good.
really...
What colour did you go with?
I went for the grey.
Yeah.
And I also went for the bright orange one,
Kia
too.
ora.
And both of them hugged my buzzies just right.
Did you say they fit you perfectly?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're an extra small, text in for a TUI prize pack.
Well, you can't because Jase has got them.
Yeah, I've
true.
already nicked them.
Ah, okay.
We're going to do that, are we, Pugs? do what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Mogi, you massive Adonis. I can tell you good news, Mogi's had his chicken and broccoli.
Yeah.
As he does pre-show. Jeez, you're looking cut. Have you just come from the gym just now?
The gymnasium, about an hour or so, Jase, just over there. And good little workout there. It was back day today, Pugs.
Same.
And then just went into the changing rooms there for about an hour 20 and just pretended to be on my phone and get changed while I just checked some dudes out.
Yeah, good stuff,
That's
mate.
awesome, man.
That's, honestly.
Is that why you go to the gym, Pugs? Because you need to check the dudes out?
Well, usually, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah, no, it's each to their own, fill your boots. I tell you what, Pugs, son.
No, what's that, Jase?
You've still got a post-weekend glow going on. That must have been
It's
one
Tuesday.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. And you're still smiling like you've...
I'm smiling because I'm here with the fellas. That's my cream that this cat's got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Spending
boy.
time with you blokes.
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
Okay.
Speaking of the gym, by the way, I'm going back tomorrow. I've made a resolution. So I'm looking forward to that, actually. It should
Are
be
you?
good.
Yeah, good.
For those of you that are tuning in, you're going, hang about, what's going on here with the
whoa.
big show? Where's Keyzie? Keyzie's still partying up in Sydney, I believe, fellas, but he's going to be back tomorrow. And we'll have everyone on board again, ready to go. But I tell you what, we've got a hell of a show ahead, so don't go anywhere. Let's kick off with a bit of Guns N' Roses.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the radio. Hauraki
Yeah.
Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time, 14 minutes past 4 o'clock. By the way, if you need to know the time or the weather, you can always text us on 3483 and keep those texts coming. Read TUI billboards. We'll be speaking to management after 5 o'clock, won't we, Mo?
We absolutely will.
TUI prize packs to give away as well.
Yeah, great.
Plenty of those, and everybody who texts in gets in the draw, so do it.
They probably won't be as good as they should be because old Hoity Jay's been stealing some of the stuff.
Yeah, true.
All right?
Yeah.
Just to let you know, just forewarned. Tell you what, fellas. Geez, it was funny. I didn't tell you this yesterday because I completely forgot about it, but on my week off, I ended up having a hell of an argument with my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have picked that.
And it was one of those arguments where I was thinking to myself, you know what? It'd be so good if the boys were here because they would totally have my back on this. And because I didn't want to go too hard on her because what she was saying didn't really make any sense. But it was like, I had to put my point of view across anyway. But it was to do with refueling the car.
Oh, yes.
And can I replay the scenario for you in its entirety?
Yes, please.
Because it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So we were going up to Mungawhai, right? And I had about, I don't know, a third of a tank of gas.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a third of a bottle of vodka.
That as well. But that was beforehand.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, the day before.
Yeah, okay,
right. Yeah.
We're going up to see a lovely mum up there, actually.
Oh.
She's lovely. And so I had a third of a tank of gas.
Yes.
And I thought, okay, we're going to Mangawhai. That will probably be enough to get me there and get me back again.
Sure.
But then I went, actually, I should just play it safe. I'll play it safe and get a bit of gas.
I'm already annoyed.
And so we this is true. We pull into the petrol station. I said, sorry, darling, my lovely wife, I've got to get some petrol. And she said, oh, yeah, that's cool. That makes sense. So I pulled into the petrol station, and she got out, and she's got a special little doodacky card where you get a bit of a discount. She said, oh, I'll get it. Just how much shall I put in? And I said, I'll just put $30 in. And she went, why would I do that? And I said, well, because we've already got a third of a tank of gas there, so another $30, it'll be more than enough. And she said, well, why don't I... This is what she said. It's so ridiculous. Why don't I just fill it up? And I said, well, no, we don't need, obviously, that much gas. $30 will be more than enough, and it'll probably last us another day or two after that. She said, but that's just stupid. Why don't I just fill the bloody car up? And I said, $30 will be fine, and when we come back, it'll still be fine for another couple of days. And she said, oh, well, I think that's just bloody stupid.
Yeah.
And that's
Ergo, you're bloody stupid.
Yeah, well, ergo that I am stupid. And I thought, this is one of those scenarios for sure when you want the fellas backing
boys
you up.
around.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, you go.
I just want to know what your sort of refueling philosophy is there, because I never fill up, because, I mean, that's just a fortune. That's ridiculous.
Well, there's a couple of things at play here. One, we already talked about this about 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
So you should be able to remember what our theory was.
Well, it was the half bottle of vodka that I had.
When you said that, you were saying this at the time, but we'll get into how I feel about it. So my question for you is, every time you go somewhere,
yes,
do you work out, when you go to a service station, you work out how much fuel you need to get there and back, plus a couple of days? Is that how you work it out, man?
Generally,
because the way I work it out...
Can I just tell you my general philosophy? $50 each time.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. No, well, I fill it up every single time, because the less amount of times that I go to the service station, the better. And there's no advantage to putting $50 in.
I expected better from you, mate.
Yeah. And, well, I haven't changed my mind since we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
Right,
you did not put together a case that changed my mind. Pugsan, what about you, brother? You're a bit different, because you're sort of, starting out your life as a working man, so you're probably broke, and $50 makes more sense for you. But not for someone like Jase, who's rolling around in dog squad money.
I fill up every time I go to the petrol station.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
To the top.
Eh?
And you can still afford all those dates and stuff.
Jase,
yes.
all the way to the top, brother.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'll be interested to know other people's fueling philosophies then, because I do the $50, but it's financially dependent, I'm sure, as well.
Does she not know that prior to this occasion?
No, she
it's nice
really
to learn
did.
things about each other, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a stony silence for the next hour in the car. Here's MGMT.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon, 25 minutes past 4 o'clock. Any text there on 3483, Pug, Mogi,
That's
fueling philosophy.
Well, you probably got a couple there. Have your Pugs on?
Yeah.
You have a turn, mate. Let's see
Sorry,
how you go.
but I didn't mean to exclude
No,
you.
that's
I wasn't excluding
you didn't
Pugs.
exclude me at first, and then you did.
Yeah.
Jack says, fill up fully just in case you have to travel to Huntly the next day.
Oh, you never know.
That's great advice. This is some serious vanilla radio. All the up to and include... I don't know what that means. If you're not using 98 octane, this conversation is for accountants.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, neither do I.
Cool, though.
I go diesel every time, man.
What, in the Mazda Excella?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Just pump it full of diesel.
The back seat.
This person says you're a genius who's saving the planet because less gas equals less weight, more fuel efficient.
Thank you.
Yes.
That was my philosophy the whole time.
Yeah, but ultimately, what do you get? What do you save yourself? About 30 cents, but you have to spend do another trip to the servo,
I genuinely had a friend, actually, that would not fill up his tank because it was too heavy, and he reckons you burn more gas doing it that way.
Well, at least he had a reason, whereas you're just sort of, I don't know what you're doing.
Just an idiot. Hey, I don't know if you fellas were listening to the news just before, but some controversy there re the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, the Glasgow Commonwealth Games.
Is that where they are?
Jase, that's coming up, and that's in Scotland. Huh? That's coming up in 2026, and it's relocated there after Victoria's withdrawal as host. Victoria, of course, being part of Australia, and they said actually not keen. So they've cut a few sports from this next run. Hockey, gone.
Yeah, I'm not so happy about that, actually. I quite enjoy the hockey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rugby sevens.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Cricket, I can only assume it's 2020.
Yeah, definitely cricket.
Should go.
Can the arse off it.
Yep, that's right. Other sports to be left out include diving.
Oh, I love my diving.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
No.
Although we're talking Commonwealth Games, so is the standard going to be so poor? They just think, look, let's just get rid of the belly flop competition.
Yeah, it's going to be embarrassing.
And we'll shift the focus over. Well, the badminton's been cut.
Oh, I'm gutted about that.
Yeah.
Didn't the Blackhawks do really well the last time? Seriously.
They always do, man.
Yeah.
Can I also say, and you're not going to be happy about this, Jase, beach volleyball's gone.
You're joking. Oh, that's me out. I mean, what's the point? I mean, come on. You serious? Beach volleyball?
Seriously. Mountain biking gone.
Oh, I can live with that.
Rhythmic gymnastics gone.
You're joking!
My feeling on that is about time.
I love my rhythm gymnastics.
Well said.
Hang on.
Squash is gone and table tennis. Table tennis should be there.
Yeah, table tennis, definitely.
I love the table tennis.
I don't mind the squash so much.
Now, what's also interesting about these Commonwealth Games is that there. How many events do you think that they're going to have at this Commonwealth Games, which has been going forever? It's sort of the I don't know if you call it the poor man's Olympics, but certainly for people that can't win any medals at the proper thing, they get to have a crack at this.
Yeah.
How many events would you say?
18?
Yeah, not bad. 10.
Right, okay.
10 events.
Yeah.
It's almost like a school sports event, but with less events.
Yes. Well, less enjoyable events. Anyway, I can't believe they're canning the beach volleyball.
They've got track cycling, weightlifting, lawn bowls now.
I love my lawn bowls.
Netball, artistic gymnastics, which is different to your rhythmic, judo and boxing, and 3-on-3 basketball, which is an absolute abomination of a sport.
An aberration.
It is.
Well, and it's the generic question too, do we need the Commonwealth Games?
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
I would say we've got 10 sports left to get rid of.
Yes.
If we could just get it down to beach volleyball and call that the Commonwealth Games, I think we'd be onto a winner.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Smashing Pumpkins there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 4:37.
Got a question for you there, Woody J.
Yes.
Bat or bowl first, mate?
Well, I used to be a pretty high-quality opening batsman, so I'd always bowl first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good. What about you, Pugs?
Huh?
Bat or bowl first?
Batting sounds fun.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, good.
Well, hang on. What about you, Mogi?
What about you?
Yeah,
Well, it depends on the pitch. But you always check the pitch first and then have a bat.
Well, yes, particularly when you're in Australia.
Yeah.
I used to do that when I was captain of the first 11. I'd look at the pitch and I'd go, oh, it looks a good track.
Yeah.
We'll bowl first.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I remember when I was a cheerleader for the second 11. I'd always be sort of standing around by the opposition there, trying to get in their ears. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a yapper, all right.
And of course, they'd be distracted by my skirt and all the boys. And I'd say, "Geez, she looks like a good day for a bowl."
Yeah.
Idiots fell for it every time, Pugs.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And then you'd be
the
like...
lure of the legs, my friend. The lure of the legs.
Give me an A! Give me it! And then, yeah, nice. Hey, speaking of cricket...
Well, I actually went to Dobson's High in Horowhenua.
Yes.
So it always started off with...
Is that actually a place?
Yeah.
Right.
So I started off with, give me a D, and that sort of thing, and just sort of go on.
Give me a D.
Yeah.
A lot of the same lyrics.
Then all of that, yeah. So same sort of thing. But we didn't have many chants back then. There was really only that one. Give me a D.
Right. And then, everyone would just stop. Give me a D.
Well, no, you'd spell it all out.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Spell what all out?
Dobson.
Ah.
You're not listening, Pugs.
Huh?
Jeez.
Pardon?
Hey, now listen, speaking of cricket, the Black Clash, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
How exciting, eh?
Pugs, you're going to be a cheerleader at that, aren't you, man?
Yeah,
I
pretty
hope so.
keen. Pretty keen. I need to get some of those lasering vouchers off you first, though. Before I
On
do
that
it.
note, the Yummy Boys cheerleading squad would go absolutely gangbusters. You'd be the cheerleading squad and you'd be called the Yummy Boys.
I thought the Yummy Boys were the DJs.
I don't see that lasting as long as the cheerleading squad.
Yeah, true.
True. Cheers.
Hey, but the Black Clash next year, January
18th.
18th. It is the
That's a
18th.
Saturday.
It is a Saturday. It's going to be a humdinger at Hagley Oval. Chris Gale is the surprise selection for the rugby side.
Spoiler alert.
And let's hope he does a little bit better than old Brian did. Brian Lara, when he came across. He was pretty steamed, I think.
He had a tiny helmet, didn't he?
Yeah. He seriously had a sort of hoity-J helmet. It just didn't fit his head.
Yeah. And in fact, he got out first or second ball, and then they changed the rules and kept him out there in the hope that he'd get more runs. But all he did, Pugs, was embarrass himself.
Yeah, he humiliated himself pretty much. But if you want to be a part of that, Pugs, what do they need to do?
Well, they can get tickets from anybody. Can get tickets from blackclash.co.nz. It's an R18 event with limit. Oh, that's the designated party zone.
Yeah, the designated area.
With the ACC and DB Export Ultra Zone, which the Hot Spring Spa will be in front of,
That's
Mogi.
right,
That you're going to be in
I'll
there.
be in that, apparently.
And can I just say on that front, that alone is reason to go. To see old Mogi and his little budgie smugglers in the Hot Spring Spa.
Thank you.
Because he has been working hard on the bod. He's going to have a little tan on by then, I'd imagine. And he's going to be looking hot as.
Yeah. And of course, Keyzie is going to be there as well.
With his little burnt meat patties.
Yeah, a couple of burnt meat patty nipples that he's running.
Yes.
That are, again, value for money in terms of admission costs there. You'd pay $20-$30 alone just for that at the freak show.
Totally you would.
Well, the good thing about it is wherever you end up sitting, even if you're not in the party zone, you'll be able to see the burnt meat patties.
Well, the thing
from
about the
across
burnt meat patty nips is more than see them, you can smell the bastards.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. Black Sabbath there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. I can smell that black pepper steak pie in the air fryer there, fellas. Getting a bit salivaty.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, now listen, a great day in the Hoodie J household. Our ensuite is complete.
Wow.
Applause.
Congrats, Jay.
Congratulations,
thank you.
man. Well done.
Resplendent, can I say, in bay leaf.
Oh, is that bay leaf?
Yes, just really, because we thought, can we really have a kitchen that's bay leaf and a bathroom that's bay leaf? But it's such a beautiful colour, bay leaf.
I thought there would have been some in-depth conversations there. Is that bay leaf?
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
It's good.
Looks good. But I tell you what, there was one final humiliation for Hoodie J, and there's been many because, as you know, fellas, I'm not very good when it comes to dealing with tradies.
No.
Because I don't know the chat. And they ask me questions about, and I just say, I don't know, man. I don't know, And they'll say,
Yeah.
oh, but do you want this or do you want that? And I'll go,
I reckon.
whatever you reckon's best, man.
Yeah.
You just go with what you think looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, I woke up this morning and actually it hadn't been quite completed by this morning.
Right.
But it just needed the heated towel rail and something else, but nothing major. And my wife went to work. Hoodie J went about his business of having a coffee and a durry. And then I thought to myself, you know what? Because I'm very regular, I'm going to do an absolute steamer in my new ensuite toilet.
Good on you, man.
So I went and did it. And I don't know what I ate the night before or anything like that, but it was a shocker.
Oh.
I nearly needed to have a shower afterwards, a.k.a. Keyzie.
Yeah.
It was one of those ones where you go, what's wrong with me?
Sure.
What's going on in my body that it produced something like that? It was an atrocity.
3 imperfect tubes.
Oh, and it wasn't even tubes. It was...
Oh, God.
I won't get any more detail than that.
No, that'd be good.
But anyway... I thought the guys were coming to finish it off, i.e. the heated towel rail, and it was a a toilet roll holder. That was the other thing. Because the guy said to me, do you want me to put that in for you? And I said, yeah, do, mate.
Well, you don't really need one, do you? Because you're only having a couple of wipes here and there.
Well,
how many wipes was that after your abomination there?
It was actually it was a 4-wiper, actually.
Oh,
Mogi.
my God.
That's how much of an abomination it was. And I was like, whoa, that's not good. But anyway, my dog starts barking, and I'm like, oh, my God.
At the
Oh,
smell.
my God. Oh, that was the other thing that needed to be put in, the fan. The fan by the shower.
Oh, no.
And so it was the electrician and the builder. And I went, oh, my God. That's right. They're actually coming today. I thought they were coming tomorrow. Sure enough, the electrician and the builder turn up. G'day, Jase. How you going? Yeah, good, fellas. Knowing that I'd left an absolute atrocity in the bathroom there. And then we had to do that thing where we all were standing in the bathroom discussing stuff, trying to pretend like there wasn't an atrocity going on. You know what I mean? Everyone was too embarrassed to say anything about it. And so I was like, anyway, I'll leave you fellas to it. And
Go out and just close the door, did you?
Yeah. We were all standing in hoodie-J filth, but she looks mint.
Oh, that's good, man.
Very
I'm bloody
exciting.
stoked for you. I can't
Thanks,
wait
mate.
to come out. Hopefully you can get us out there. We won't be able to christen it, obviously, but it'd be good to get out there and have a few beers in the bathroom there and sort of celebrate it.
Yeah, wow. You can fill you can have a shower at my place anytime, mate.
I appreciate that.
No worries at all. Now, listen, coming up after 5 o'clock, we asked you for your TUI billboard ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to be speaking to management. So fire those through on 3483. Also, a Big Show financial report. What's happening in the financial world.
Don't forget, if you do text in your TUI billboard ideas for us to run up the flagpole, you could score yourself a TUI prize pack. We've got heaps of those to give away, so worth getting amongst.
Good stuff.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
You're welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're getting through your Tuesday tickety-boo. You're listening to the Big Show, brought to you by TUI.
Get it in ya.
Yeah, get it in ya. Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, just on the gig, a little thing. Keep your ears peeled for that.
Yes.
Because you could win $500 cash, I believe, Pugs, son.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
to any gig of your
gig you
choosing,
want.
whatever you're into, we want to help fund you. That's thanks to our mates at Super Liquor. Cheers to live gigs. Cheers to Super Liquor. Listen for the roar of the encore.
Having said that, I'm looking forward to Tom York on Saturday night.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Moki's going on the Friday night. Poor bastard paid for it.
Yeah.
You see, the great thing about working in a radio station is often you get the opportunity of getting free tickets. I mean, it's not why I do it, Mogi.
No.
But there's always that possibility, because my wife actually said to me,
What'd she say?
Yeah, what did she say?
she said,
My wife.
any chance of getting tickets to Tom York? And I said, you leave it with me, darling.
Oh,
I
really?
like to play the big shot in
Yeah,
that scenario.
yeah.
I go, I probably could. I'll see how I go, you know what I mean? And usually I don't get any tickets. And she gets really pissed off with me because it's like, well, we should have just paid for some and gone anyway.
Yeah. Sold out.
Yeah. But I did get some free ones this time, and she is stoked.
Good on you,
An
mate.
old hoity-J in the good books at the moment, I can tell you that much. Hey, now listen, coming up, we're going to be speaking to TUI management.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got to fire through right now on 3483 your TUI billboard.
That's right, and we're gonna call TUI, give them a bell, and run a few things up the flagpole, down the pipeline.
Yes.
Right,
and sort of get a few words in the right ears.
I just want people to know that we're quite tight with TUI management.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we'll share a TUI with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And,
yeah.
And so when you're in that sort of, everyone's in a good, space, everyone's having a good time, you can often slip a few things through in terms of
can.
ideas. And,
You
hey, this
can.
punter on 3483 sent through this great idea. What do you think about that? Then they publish it and you become a millionaire.
Millionaires.
Yeah. So
Yep.
it's worth your while.
Okay, Pugs?
Absolutely. All right, Pugs?
Yeah, that's okay with
Yeah,
me, man.
good.
I'm excited.
Okay.
In the meantime, here's Temple of the Dog.
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
The Killers there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon, 13 minutes past 5 o'clock. Great to have your company, by the way, if you're listening to us. Now, as you'll have surmised, our show is sponsored by TUI.
Yes.
And
Get it in ya.
in celebration, I guess, of TUI bringing back their famous billboards, So we've been putting it to the punters on 3483. Give us an idea for a billboard, and we'll take it straight to management, see what they say.
Yeah, exactly right. But what seemed to be happening was something was happening between being texted in to us here at the big show and us circling a few and then passing them on to Pugs.
Yes.
So that was as far up the pole as it was going.
What?
It wasn't getting much further up the ladder than that.
Well, hang on. I think
So I've been in touch, Jase, you and I, and we've managed to get ourselves a hold of a phone number here, Pugs.
Oh, you want me to call that for you,
I
do
do
you?
need you to call that.
Oh, I can do that.
It's an 0800 number. What is it? I think it's 0800.
Line. Your call may be recorded for training purposes and because we take feedback very seriously. Now, if you're not 18 years old, sorry, but we can't take your feedback at this time. Hang up and get mummy or daddy to call back later. If you are 18 or older, please choose from one of the following options.
Jeez, he
Dial
sounds
1
bloody
if
familiar.
you have feedback about a TUI Yeah Right billboard you have just seen. Dial 2 if you've seen a TUI Yeah Right billboard and have feedback because the humour went over your head. Dial 3 if you have a TUI Yeah Right idea that you thought is funnier than the one you've just seen and would like
That's
to leave
us,
it
eh?
as feedback.
Push 3, Pugs.
Oh,
Dial
okay.
4 if you don't- Press 1 if your TUI Yeah Right idea makes you laugh out loud. Press 2 if you told a mate your TUI Yeah Right idea and they laugh too.
Well, the listeners are telling us
two.
these, so
Push-
too,
yeah,
right?
yeah, push
Please
two.
leave your feedback for a TUI Yeah
all right.
Right idea after the beep.
Are we ready,
I've
fellas?
got a few
Might
here.
even get in
Okay.
touch to use it in an ad. Don't forget to leave your name and number.
Yeah, g'day there. It's old Mogi here from the Hauraki Big Show. I've got a few ideas for you. They're our ideas, not the listeners. Grant reckons he'll bring the cut back next time.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We'll come down if you give us some Maccas.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's
Topical.
pretty topical.
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, right.
And this one here, it's about the Warriors, in case you didn't get it. Next year's our year. Yeah, right. Yeah, might be.
Yeah.
So, Pugs, now you just have to give your name and phone number.
Okay, my name is James Pugsley.
Yeah. You just got to give your number now,
yeah,
man.
what,
Otherwise,
I have to give my number. Why do I
If
give you my
you're not giving them your number, Pugs, it makes the whole thing bloody
Well, hang on,
pointless.
can't I just get
But
them-
I've got to have someone to have a
Well, how
contact
are they going to
with.
call you,
Yeah,
man?
I know. I just
know what I mean?
what about 0800 Hauraki? There's my number.
Well,
That's a good
It's a number. It's not your
That's-
number.
Well, it is my
how are
number
we
right
going to
now.
know it's them when they ring in?
Jase.
How are we going to know
No,
it's
you're
them when they ring
bugging
in
it
to
up,
say,
Pugs, son. You're bugging it up.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. Zone Temple Pilots there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 23 minutes past 5 o'clock. You know, I think, Mogi, there's a perception out there about old Hoity J that he's old. Money bucks Hoity J.
Money bucks. What are money bucks?
Oh, money bucks.
You know, well, just that.
Oh, money bags.
Oh, yeah, money bags.
Fun bags.
Where I came from, we called it money bucks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Money
Yeah.
bucks.
You know, someone that's got a heap of cash and been banging on about my new ensuite. And people must
True,
think
actually.
he's so rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, and the dog squad money, obviously. Not
to be sniffed at.
Yeah, well, hey, but then drama. But I want people to know that I've been in Struggle Street.
You have.
For many, many decades, old Hoity J was in Struggle Street. And I know, and you know, Mogi.
I know.
That a lot of people up there are struggling financially.
That's true.
And so we thought it might be a really nice idea to offer our financial advice
Yes.
as experienced men of the world with the Big Show Financial Report.
Buy GDP.
Money.
Invest. Rip the bastards off. Hedge fund. Food stamps. Stocks. Exchange. Bitcoin. Profit.
Hedge fund, baby.
Stocks. The Financial Report with the Big Show.
Wow.
Just a little update on my portfolio, my sharesies.
Yep.
I'm about, eyes to the front, Pugs, for God's sake.
Jase.
I'm about $45 up.
Holy hecker.
Yeah, man.
From when?
From last week.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's pretty good, eh, fellas?
that's not bad, man. That's not bad.
But I realise that a lot of people maybe don't have that extra money to invest in shares and stuff. The key to investment, people ask me, they come up to me on the street quite often in the supermarket and they say,
Do you fly
"Jase, do you fly up? And what's the key to investment?"
Oh, yes.
And the key to investment is future looking. and thinking about what people might need in the future.
Nice.
A need that you may be able to fulfill somehow. Now,
Sure.
There's been a lot of scientific studies going on out there at the moment because of the things that we're eating and the things that we're using on our bodies, that hair loss is going to be a significant problem in the future.
Wow.
So you think about that and you go, okay, so hair loss is going to be a big problem in the future. What then should I start investing in? I immediately think as an investor, hair hats.
Or just hats.
Just hats.
Yeah.
Your merkin,
Yes.
for example.
What's a merkin?
It's a wig for your downstairs.
Yeah. It's
wow.
Yeah, it's basically, and you can get them in all sorts of funky shapes. I'm amazed you haven't come across a merkin, Pugs. So, and that's what I mean about looking to the
Yes.
future. So your hair hats, your merkins, for example.
Good.
So I'd be getting into that right now.
That's bloody good, mate. Another way that you can sort of get more bang for your buck is not just by investing available funds into, like you say, your hair hats, your downstairs sort of orientated products, also saving $1. Because a penny earned is a penny saved, and a penny saved is a penny not spent. Have you heard that one, Puckson? Write that down, would you, brother?
Yes.
Okay.
So one thing that I'm trying to do at the moment, we'll see how it goes, giving up the piss, all right? So that'll save me $500 to $900 per week.
Yeah.
Per week.
Tobacco, it's $100 for a packet of that, so that's a good saving there. So it's $300 a week I'll be saving. That's $1,200 so far. Subscriptions, your Netflix.
Yes.
What are the other ones? They got your Amazon, your Disney, your Neon,
Your Prime.
your OnlyFans, all of those
Huh?
gone.
Yes.
That's a saving of about for $300 a month. And then I'm going to stop getting haircuts. A haircut costs me $48 a pop. I have to get a haircut every 2 weeks.
How much
On
do
your hair
If I
hat.
stop doing that every week, if I just shave my head every week with the clippers that I've got at home, I've just saved myself $25 a week.
Seriously, Mogi, that's bloody great stuff.
Thanks, man.
What about your bullets? Are you still going to get those lasered?
Well, those are prepaid for the
right,
laser
okay.
balls. So I've got four more laser balls to go, and then I should be pretty sweet.
And to really accentuate your point there about giving stuff up,
Yes.
if I cut my durry consumption in half
Yeah.
per week, I would save $1,500.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you don't think about it.
You
if
don't.
I, for example, were to give up cheese balls for a week,
Yes.
there's another $750.
Can I say you can also save some money reusing your connies?
Pug son.
Pugs.
Just that's how I would do it.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Everclear there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. Just a very quick question before we get into our mates at Diamonds on Richmond. Do your apps on your phone just randomly rearrange themselves?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, good to know. 'Cause
No.
I thought it might be just a hoity-J
Oh,
thing.
no, it happens all the time.
Sometimes I look at my screen and I go, why is it like that now? I didn't,
And then
I
I've
didn't
seen you do that. Oftentimes what it is, and this does happen to me a lot, and I think, hang on a minute, that was over there, that was over there, that was over there, and then I realise I'm holding the phone upside down.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Just another very quick question before we get into our mates from Diamonds on Richmond. Do you guys take a lot of random photos? Or,
What?
random's not the word. What's the word I'm looking for here?
You're taking photos without accidentally.
accidental photos. Thank you, Mogi. Good God.
Yeah, I do take my fair share. At least that's what I say when I get caught with them.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good.
Don't know
Good.
how I took that one, Pug son. Pugs, I don't know how I
What's
got
that?
that one on my phone,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
How the, I don't know where
Oh,
that
sorry
came
about
from.
that, mate.
What's that about?
Hey, fellas, Diamonds on Richmond.
Yeah, totally, man. Now, massive developments since I've been away.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had a $10,000 engagement ring to give away. Apparently, you're saying now, Mogi, it's worth $10 million.
No, it's plummeted now.
Oh, is it back to 10, is it?
$8.
Oh, is it
$8?
Jeez.
Jeez, you'll be wanting to get in today
Well,
then.
what they're saying is it's $10,000, and I guess what, the winner can say, look, it was valued at $10,000, and it has been at some stage.
Yes.
It's also been valued at $10 million, and today $8.
Yeah. So split the difference.
Yeah, it's a bloody beautiful bloody ring.
Absolutely. You know, and in my case, as I've previously said, it took me a long time to get around to bending the knee for my beloved. And some people are very quick. You were a year, Mogi.
I was a year.
Pugs, you're still...
Fighting the good fight.
Yeah, fighting the good
thanks,
fight.
fellas.
Yeah, you're still out
Yeah.
there, and good luck to you, young fella.
Cheers, man.
And it varies from person to person. But this should be an amazing incentive for you to bend the knee.
Can I just say, like, you might be in a relationship and think to yourself, is this person the one?
Sure.
I feel like a ring of this magnitude, of this quality,
$8.
valued at $10,000 at some point, should be able to paper over any cracks that you might have in that relationship. Should be able to fix any of the issues, the fundamental underlying issues that you feel that you may have. Enter the competition. Win the ring, change your life.
Agreed, Mogi. I mean, you might be struggling. You might have doubts. You know, you might have all sorts of things going on, but then, dude, $10,000 ring. And everything's sweet as. Have we got some proposals there, Pugs?
We do on hauraki.co.nz. Met my lovely partner Trish 4 years ago.
Trish?
At the Village Bar in Patamahoe. It holds a special place in our hearts, and I'd love to propose to her there.
Was that old Trish at the Patamahoe Tav?
At the Village Bar, yeah.
Jeez, she's always holding up an end of the bar there, wouldn't she, Hoodie J?
Yeah, pint of gin.
That's a classic. My idea is to go in for a dinner on an ordinary day when all the locals are there. At a certain time, all the locals go outside, leaving us alone in the bar. I get down on one knee and propose. Hopefully she says yes. Then, our band, Hoity J on sax,
We've had this one.
Keyzie on drums, and Mogi on vocals.
Have we? Probably.
Yeah, we've had this one. I remember I was in a band, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it was a bit far-fetched that all the locals were going to leave.
You can thank the pants man for that. So you want to move on? Or you want to
no, keep going. It's good. Some people wouldn't have heard it.
Keyzie on drums, Mogi on vocals, come out and serenade us with Bon Jovi's Bed of Roses.
That's right.
My perfect song. Amazing. Then we all drink responsible amounts and durry up a storm with the locals and our special band. Thanks,
good.
mate.
Yeah, Trish would love that.
Trish would, yeah. I mean, she wouldn't remember a thing. Got any more there, Pugs?
As much as you backbones would help, there's no chance in hell the three of you are getting near the missus, especially Mogi, that Greek Adonis.
Oh, yeah,
the
true.
sick son of a bee.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
a
go.
fair call,
That's a
actually.
possible winner right there.
Okay.
Fair bloody cool. Here's White Stripes.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Tui.
Get in, yeah.
Yeah, right. Hey, now listen, the podcast outro. Now, that's it's basically what we do as a warm-up to the main show.
Yeah.
It's a podcast we make and send out into the ether every day, or more specifically, Pugsan does. And every now and then, we'll have a slightly serious one.
We do.
Where we talk about stuff that's affecting us and so forth. And today was one of those, wasn't it, Mogi?
It was, yeah. I was sort of opening up about just some stresses and pressures I'm under at the moment and just sort of buckling under them. Normally I don't really care, but every now and then it gets me down. So I had a moan today, and it probably sounded something like this. And I'm doing this gym stuff, and I'm actually getting pretty much the same results as I was last year when I drank no piss at all. Now I've found out I can actually drink piss and get the same results. That's not.
That's diabolical. Oh, God.
That was the laugh we had.
That was
the sole laugh that we had.
Yeah, totally.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Faith, no more there on the Radio Hauraki, but right now it's time for...
Oh, yeah, hey guys, a text here from Steve.
It's all Keyzie.
What's for tea, New Zealand? With me.
Pugs.
Boom. Weird tattoos.
I don't do a bum. I don't know.
Connie chat, sticky beef,
Yeah.
Game Boy,
Game Boy's random.
threesomes. I don't know. That's about all I've got at the
That's
moment.
pretty good.
That's
It's not
alright.
bad.
Incidentally, Pugs,
Shampoo
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Arse end of a corgi.
Listen,
Thanks, man.
genuine question.
Sure.
Where have you done a sticky beef lately?
Nah, last night I did some sticky chicken.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
Yeah. A little sticky chicken. I marinated it there with a lot of the same stuff I marinated.
Have you got
my
a
sticky
recipe
beef
for that?
No, a lot of it's just off the dome these days with what I've got in the pantry that generally works.
Nice.
Like, you look at enough recipes and you go, okay, well, generally they're chucking this stuff together with this kind of food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love your sticky stuff, don't you?
You do, that's true.
What do we got there on 3483, Pug Son?
Yeah.
Hey, team. Steph here, making a healthy one
Steph
tonight.
Curry.
Steph Graff.
Steph Graff.
Yes.
Steffi Graff he's talking about.
Steffi Graff.
Hey guys, Steffi Graff here. Healthy one for me tonight, having some pesto chicken with asparagus and broccolini.
Do you get asparagus wheeze, Mogi?
No.
Seriously?
No.
What about you?
If I eat
Peter?
asparagus, I'll get it. Generally, I don't get it otherwise.
God, I ate a crap load of it the other day. I was like, what's going on there when I was going wheeze?
I like some asparagus.
Yeah, I love it. A bit of butter, a bit of cracked pepper, a bit of lemon zest.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I normally go lime juice.
Okay.
A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of balsamic, a little bit of chop me up some garlic in that bastard and lay that across it.
Sure, yeah, nice.
A little bit of garlic.
I just said garlic.
he just said
garlic.
Deaf, man.
Oh,
or
sorry.
what?
I was reading the text machine. Sorry, I was reading all those texts. Chop here, smoked chicken, smoked beans, and a 6-pack of Cooper's sparkling ale. Carb pie.
Smoked chicken.
Smoked chicken, smoked beans. Oh, yeah, which is kind of a Mexican way of doing a bean.
Yes.
And a 6-pack of brewskis, a 6-pack of Tui there.
Cooper's sparkling ale.
Tui, it says.
Oh,
I wonder for how many New Zealand men their main diet is beersies and meat.
Well, the thing about having a beer, what is that? If you get a few in, you stop being hungry? Is that what happens? Or do you get more hungry? I can't remember. There's probably a balance in there somewhere. Certainly once I got a few in me, I'm like, I'm all good. I don't need to eat.
Food's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else you got there, Pug?
you want one more?
Yes, please.
Sure, mate.
G'day, fellas. Jackson here in the Waikato.
Jackson
Oh, my
Pollock.
God. Holy helmet.
The artist?
Yes.
Yeah. Jackson
Wow,
Pollock here.
wow.
Having an open-top steak sandwich tonight with a homemade chili relish.
Open top steak sandwich.
Yeah, you never even...
What a absolute...
What, you don't like it?
Excuse... An open top.
What's wrong with an open top steak sandwich?
It's
That's
just
delicious.
A steak on a bit of bread. It's
It
not
is.
an open
Steak
top.
It's called a steak on toast.
Jackson
Yes.
hasn't gone into detail about the other furnishings he's putting on the open top steak
yeah,
sandwich.
yeah. Right.
But he's homemade some chili relish.
God, you're defending it pretty
Yeah,
hard,
well,
Pat.
far out.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, the Cranberries there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening, but let's have some TV chat. Why not?
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Yeah, that's how we do it. Last night I watched maybe half of
Don't
a
say,
movie.
if you say Seinfeld,
Imagine watching
I'm gonna
half of a
come around,
Seinfeld. It's like 15
slap
minutes.
your ass.
Oh, I'm tempted now. And it's a movie called Brothers. I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's got Peter Dinklage in it
Yes.
from Game of Thrones. He's a stallion. And his brother, Josh Brolin.
Yes.
Also magnificent. It just came out, I think. It only came out yesterday, I think. Anyway, they play two criminal twin brothers, one who is trying to reform. They embark on a dangerous heist road trip. Facing legal troubles, gunfights and family drama, they must reconcile their differences before their mission leads to self-destruction. The best thing about it is it's 90 minutes long. The other good thing about it is that the cast is very good. Emmett Walsh, it's got Brendan Fraser and Glenn Close sort of round out the lead cast there. And it is garbage. I'll let you know how the rest of it goes, except for one scene where... Josh Brolin has a scene with some kind of a gorilla.
Right.
And that did make me laugh. But it's harder to be made to laugh when the prior 40 minutes has just been garbage.
Yes.
You know, the scene in isolation is very good.
Yes.
But yeah, it just doesn't quite. It's sort of like a Farrelly Brothers, Dumb and Dumbery, Me, Myself and Irene attempt, but it just doesn't quite hit. It's a shame.
Yeah. Because I'm a big fan of Dinklage and Brolin.
He's very good. And the thing I don't like about Brolin is he's sort of a doofus, plays it straight, but he's a very cool man naturally.
Yes.
And he's playing against type here, and it doesn't work for me. It devastated me.
I watched a movie called The Belko Experiment. What a piece of shit.
Belco being the phone company.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So it's basically the story of this company that's set in their company's in South America, but it's all Americans in the company.
Right.
Right, and it seems idyllic, and all of a sudden things turn very bad. They're locked in their workspace, and there's a sort of, what would you call it, a voice that's telling them to kill each other, basically.
Sure.
And they all go, what, is this some sort of joke? What's going on? But they realise they can't actually escape.
Right.
And they all realise that when they join the company, they got a little chip inserted in their head.
Oh, sure, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and so they're going, this is just all a joke. But the voice initially starts off and says, within the next 30 minutes, you need to kill 2 people in order to survive.
Right.
And everyone goes, what? Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. And no one kills anyone, obviously, and then all of a sudden people's heads start exploding.
Yeah, boy.
You know what I mean? And so they're like, what the? And then one of them goes, hang on, those chips they put on our head. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Is there anybody of note in that movie?
No, not really.
And what'd you watch it on?
It was Prime, I think.
Right, okay.
And it's just one of those, and they realise, actually, we have to do what the voice says, or we're going to just get blown up.
Yeah.
So
Stupid,
good, man.
don't bother.
No buzzies?
No. Half a buzzy.
Okay,
Yeah,
half
I was
a buzzy.
probably 2 buzzies.
On the first half. We'll get another buzzy tomorrow on the second half.
And traditionally, a film is funnier at the start and gets worse. So, yeah, that might come down.
Is that... What was it called? Brothers.
Brothers.
Oh, I feel like I've seen it. But anyway, great stuff, mate. Here's a bit of Aerosmith for you.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Foo Fighters there on the radio, Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening. And I tell you what a great tune that was, Mogi.
That is a banger.
Speaking of great tunes, I'm very excited about this Friday and Saturday for one of my heroes of all time, Tom York from Radiohead. I'm going to the gig on Saturday, so is Pugs.
Hell yeah.
You're going on the Friday.
I'm going on the Friday, yeah. I
Yeah.
made the error of being a fan, and I bought tickets months ago.
Yes.
And then, of course, this week, Hauraki said, hey, anyone want any free tickets for the Saturday show? It's like, 2 nights in a row might be a bit much.
Sure.
Anyway, I'll be there, and I'm pretty excited about it. Have you heard his new album?
Yes, I have.
Have you?
Yeah, no, I have. I have.
Yeah, what's your favourite song?
I'm not good with song titles.
Yeah,
Did you name
sure.
one thing you liked about it, Jace?
Oh, just
the vibe.
The vibe of it.
For sure. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I am a big fan of his. Well, what is his latest album called?
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't have a clue.
Because I think I have actually listened to parts of it.
Well, of course, I ran into Tom York at the Koru Lounge, so we're quite close.
Yes.
Now, and I'll retell the story only because you weren't here when we told it, even though I know you love listening to the podcast. And that was that I was walking along on my phone in the Koru Lounge, and I looked up and I saw out of the corner of my eye, but heading towards me, was a short man, almost like a leprechaun.
Right.
He had the little hat on and all of that carry on, and he had a crutch in his right arm and was sort of wobbling along from side to side. Not that there's anything wrong with that, Pugs. And in his left hand, he was carrying a saucer, and on the saucer was a flat white, and the flat white was spilling over the sides of the cup.
Right.
And I said, oh, you all good, man? You want a hand? And, thinking I'd help him out. And he goes, piss off. Piss off.
Right.
I was like, wow.
He said
okay.
piss off.
He told me to piss off, and it was Tom York.
Wow.
It was Tom York, yeah. And I thought, you jumped up little prat.
I'm going to see
Slap
you
you
on
sideways.
Friday.
Did you give him a little nudge after that?
No. I thought let him think he's had a win, man, and we'll see him in the mosh pit on Friday there, all right? Yeah.
In the mosh.
The old CP.
We've actually got tickets to the Christchurch show, which is tomorrow, Wednesday, at Wolfbrook Arena, and we also have tickets to Friday and Saturday in Auckland at Spakarena. And if anybody wants to get some tickets to that, they can text the word Tom, that's spelt THOM, to 3483. And if you want all the gig details, hauraki.co.nz.
It's a bit of a stitch up that, isn't it? Tom
Why?
with an H.
Yeah.
It is really.
It's the only
It's
time in the world that's
unnecessary.
with an H.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am massively looking forward to it. It's going to be a doozy. Going to go out to dinner beforehand, actually. What time does it start? About 8:30, maybe?
I understand he's on stage at 8:30 and there's
there you
no
go.
opening act.
Oh, okay.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Right on.
Sweet.
My dream.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Tuesday show done and dusted. Are you going to finish off the other half of Brothers tonight, maybe? The movie or watching Mogi?
Man. I might do that, or I might just keep pushing on with The Penguin. See how we go. I mean, it's one of those ones where, with Brothers, there's no point watching it because it is just garbage.
Yeah.
But I might do. We'll see how we're going.
Yeah.
All right?
I don't know what you'll continue to watch list on your apps. Mine is a shocker.
Oh, maybe we can get into that tomorrow.
Yeah. Continue
watching for Hoity J.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Just thousands of the bastards. What are you up to, Pug Son, need I ask? Hey?
No plans, man. I'm just going to go home, take it easy, maybe watch another episode of The Bear on FX, on Disney Plus there, or maybe play some PlayStation.
You should watch The In-Betweeners, man. I reckon you'd really like that.
Oh, keen, man.
Yeah,
and
thanks
the
Ben Stokes documentary. Get that
What's
one going
that?
as
Ben
well.
Stokes?
The Ben Stokes documentary. Yeah.
Yeah.
That up.
That is, I highly recommend it, man.
Thanks, man.
Hey, listen, as for me, I'm just going to be taking it easy, fellas.
Oh,
cool.
I sort of wander in and out of looking at my new ensuite now and
Yes.
go, oh, you're nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And then I walk out again.
I can imagine you doing that, just waltzing on in there.
And chatting to my wife and, maybe have a game of Scrabble tonight. It's been a while.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She can whip my ass again.
Whipping that ass.
Whip it good.
Whipping that ass.
Hey, listen, it's been a pleasure bringing you the show. Make sure you check out the podcasts. Also, check out our Instagram account till tomorrow. See you later.